Hi Disney lovers! This video and recipe we're making and reviewing something from the Disney Princess Cookbook. And I've got a sheet of paper here and I'll show a picture of it to you. It's popcorn! It's called Princess Pink Popcorn and it's inspired by Aurora and her pink dress from Sleeping Beauty. And this is dessert because it's a sweet popcorn and it's actually really quite simple. You basically make some microwave popcorn, you melt some marshmallow with some butter on the stove, and then you add some strawberry flavored jello powder to it, or gelatin powder to it, and then you pour it on top of the popcorn. So it's a sweeter dessert and seems fairly straightforward. So I made it recently. Check out the video. Here I have my microwave popcorn that I made ahead of time in the bowl ready to go. All right, so here I have my butter on the stove melted down, and I am getting ready to add the marshmallows to it. Now that the marshmallows are added, I'm going to stir it all together and kind of keep stirring this occasionally until the marshmallows are all melted down. Once the marshmallows are melted down, I'm now adding the gelatin powder mix. As you can see, I'm not adding the whole packet, just a few tablespoons. And then I'm going to mix it all together. All right, it's all mixed together and it is this beautiful bright pink color. And it's time to pour it over the popcorn. Now that I've got it poured over the popcorn, I'm going to kind of mix together. And as you can see, it's pretty sticky. It is marshmallow after all. It's all mixed together. So here's my popcorn kind of all mixed together. And you can kind of see what was left in the pan there. Still quite a bit in there that just kind of stuck to the pan. And now it's time to taste test one, and it's pretty good. Giving it a thumbs up. And there's some clips of me putting the popcorn together, and I have to say I broke a rule in my house. I had a very strong no microwave popcorn rule in our house for years. And it was because I didn't care for the smell of it. I think I was scarred in my younger days of like working at certain jobs or people have like burn it and it just that smell gets in your house and it's awful and it made me nauseous. So I kind of avoided it for years, but the brand that I got actually was nice. It was just a plain, it wasn't a butter popcorn thing. And I kept listening to it and took it out. It didn't really stink up my house. So I got rid of the ban of the microwave popcorn ban in our house. I think my husband was a little satisfied by that, or a little thrilled by that, as he loves popcorn. And he was really actually impressed with this dish as well. But yeah, we really liked it. It was a little sticky. It was a little messy. I mean, you are melting marshmallow and putting it on something. So even after it sat a little bit, it was a little sticky. And I was nervous if you saw the dish on like how well it would clean up. It actually cleaned up pretty nicely. I just let it soak for a little bit. I think like an hour or so, and then scrubbed it all out. The pan actually came clean very nice and easily. So that was another concern I had. One thing with the instructions I want to note is it mentions in here when you're adding the pink jello stuff, you know, for the strawberry flavor and the color, the pink color, that you might want to use a plastic spoon so it doesn't stain your wooden spoon. I just kept using my wooden spoon, to be completely honest. That wooden spoon I've had for years. It's been stained by fruits and things over the years. I don't really care, but I think it's worth noting in there if you are particular about your utensils and you don't want it to get stained, that you might want to use a plastic one. All right, but yeah, overall, really tasty, really enjoyable. And as I said, it did lend to some extra sweetness in there. But anyway, that being said, let's get into the rankings and the reviews. The first is the ingredients on a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of how difficult they are to find or how expensive. This is a 1. Everything on this list is really easy to find and is not super expensive. A difficulty level on a scale of 1 to 5, on 1 being super easy and 5 being kind of more difficult or complex. I guess it's like a 1.5, maybe a 1. I mean, you do have to melt the marshmallow and stuff on the stove. You have to watch it and you have to kind of keep stirring with it so it doesn't stick or burn or anything like that. So that you have to pay a little bit more attention to. So that's why I don't want to quite give it a 1, but I don't really feel like it's even a 2 because you just have to watch that and it's not hard. And then would I make this again on a scale of 1 to 5 with 1 absolutely no and 5 absolutely yes? I think I'm gonna give it a 5 or maybe a 4. I always go back and forth all the time in all these videos on what should be a 4, what should be a 5. And a 5 I'm trying to save for things that I love so much that I'll probably make them frequently. A 4 is things that I really like and they probably are going to get made in my household at least a couple times a year, but maybe not as frequently. So this is hard to say. You know, I bought the whole box of microwave popcorn and we have some stuff left, so it's somewhere between a 4 and a 5. But yeah, I thought this was fun. If you like popcorn and you like sweet popcorn and you're looking for something kind of fun and different, I would recommend checking this out.